All right, this is on-page, on-site, and programmatic SEO. My name's Logan Bryant. I am a B2B SaaS SEO consultant and the instructor in on-site and programmatic SEO. The journey of this course is to first understand why content is the number one growth lever that most of us are able to move in our efforts. Objective number 2 is to learn the fundamentals of EEAT, helpful content, also called HCU, and how to safely approach AI content strategies. Objective number 3 is to learn how to level up your content quality to a degree that is worthy of the top 3 rankings for competitive terms. Objective 4 is to get specific processes for SERP analysis and content brief creation. Objective 5 is to gain a comprehensive understanding of on-site SEO, including topic clustering and information architecture. And objective 6 is to learn how to maximize the performance of your content with the most optimal internal linking strategies. Objective 7 is to improve stale content and break through any performance plateaus with SEO testing and content refreshes. Objective 8 is to learn how to quickly scale your reach with programmatic SEO, including real-world examples. And objective 9 is to learn how to achieve global reach with optimal international and multilingual SEO implementations. Lesson 1, what does on-site SEO encompass? Our objectives here are to first get an overview of what we will cover in on-page and on-site SEO. We're also going to understand the value of on-page SEO as the number one growth lever. And we're going to hone in on some of the key concepts for on-page SEO. And one of the reasons I am passionate and excited to deliver this course is my background comes from having built and led a growth program at a fintech unicorn called Tipalti. With that program, we were able to achieve 5x growth across both traffic and leads for the company. You can see here, this is the timeline. Now, since that case study was published, we also achieved 15x growth in between the start date of the program and current results. So what does on-site SEO encompass? First and foremost, at the heart of it all is our on-page content. Within on-site SEO, we've also got architecture and internal linking. We've got testing and refreshes. We've got programmatic pages. And we've also got international and multilingual strategies. Some of these things are going to be more on-site, like architecture and internal linking, and other things are going to be more on-page, such as on-page content. Now let's talk about some of the growth levers that we have. These are the projects and the activities that we can do. In other words, levers we can pull that will create results for us on the other side of those projects. We have technical SEO, which is our foundation. We have content and on-page SEO, which we'll be discussing in this course. We also have links. Those can be both internal and external. Now, external links are more off-page, whereas internal links are going to be more on-page. And then we also have a fourth growth lever that I think very few people think about in SEO, which is SEO testing and experimentation, which I also incorporate with my on-site and on-page SEO strategies. Now let's talk about the value of content. Kevin Indig, a very well-respected peer of mine, said that internal links are the most powerful SEO lever you control 100% after content. So it is well known that internal links are a powerful SEO, but notice how he also said that it's the most powerful lever you control after content, meaning content is typically the most powerful lever that we can control in our SEO strategies. This chart takes a look at SEO investment value by business maturity. So what we're seeing here, we've got content in red, backlinks in black, and we've got technical SEO in gray. And these are typically the 3 main areas that most companies and teams will invest their time and resources into when they're building an SEO program. Notice how in an early stage program, technical SEO is typically the most important investment category that you can focus on. Over time, however, provided that your technical SEO gets addressed properly, you can then start to shift your investment, your time, and your energy over toward content and backlinks, but again, specifically toward content as something that will continue to move the needle for you well into the large and enterprise stages of a company. The bulk of this course will be focused on-page content, which is any sort of content creation, copywriting, optimizations that we want to do with a page. Then we'll go and we'll talk about architecture and internal linking and how those two facets of SEO can help set your website up for success and support your content's ability to rank well in Google. Then we'll talk about testing and refreshes. These are things that we can do to break through any plateaus if we have any performance plateaus with a piece of content. Let's say we just need to get a piece of content to rank a little bit higher, or if we've got content that might be outdated and it needs to be updated and refreshed. Both refreshing and SEO testing, I think, go hand in hand. So we'll talk a little bit about those two things. We'll also go into programmatic SEO, which is a very powerful strategy for scaling up your content creation efforts. It's a way to generate hundreds or even thousands of pages with a unified template and a unified process, which can make that scalability and reach go further than you would in a one-by-one page creation process. We're also going to talk about international and multilingual SEO as part of your on-site SEO optimization efforts. This way, anyone who is targeting companies outside of your home country or languages outside of your native language can learn how to optimize your website and your content for those audiences and reach more people across the globe. Let's go over some key concepts for on-page SEO. For on-page SEO, content quality and quantity both play a strong role. And we'll talk specifically about quality of content, including concepts like EEAT and how both quality and quantity must be incorporated for SEO success. Your on-page SEO should also be based on very solid keyword research and SERP analysis. So we'll cover SERP analysis in the course. You should create for users first rather than building for search engines. That's also a key point for on-page SEO. It's also important to remember that when we're building content, we should create that content for users first, as opposed to just building content for search engines. So thinking through our user journey and putting the user in mind as our audience for the content that we're creating is a far more effective way to target than it would be to only try and tweak your content and do things and write things for Google or for other search engines. It's also important to know that content is not limited to text on a page. Multimedia SEO can include video, images, podcast content, audio snippets, or other creative mediums. I recommend going after a bottom-up strategy, which means that you're going for BOFU, then MOFU, then TOFU. Meaning BOFU is your bottom of funnel content, MOFU is your middle of funnel content, and TOFU is your top of funnel content. So looking for keywords that are bottom of funnel and starting with those search intents first is typically a more effective strategy than beginning your on-page and on-site SEO journey with top of funnel keywords and top of funnel content. It also helps to know that blog content or articles require a different approach to the copywriting process than a product page or what we would call a money page strategy. So any page that features your core products might have a slightly different approach to the copywriting and the content creation than, let's say, an article that you would feature on your blog. And something that's on everyone's minds right now is how AI can be leveraged in an SEO content strategy. And it can be leveraged in a content strategy. However, it does require some caution and professional oversight because it can be high risk if it's not executed with caution. There are better ways to use AI in an SEO strategy versus risky ways to use AI in an SEO strategy. So we're going to talk about how to utilize AI in a way that is not high risk for your content strategy. And to recap, we learned the value of content as a top SEO growth lever. We took a glimpse at the 5 primary areas that we'll cover in this course. Once again, on-page content, architecture and internal linking, SEO testing and content refreshes, programmatic SEO, and international and multilingual SEO. And last, we also learned a few key concepts for on-page SEO.